Hello, my name is Robbie Ludmann, and my favorite sensation and perception thing is how we are able to perceive music. How do we hear? When we hear something, the process starts with sound waves entering the outer ear. These are simply vibrations moving through the air, and the ear's job is to capture those sound waves and then convert them into electrical signals that the brain can understand. Once those signals are created, they are sent to the brain through a special pathway called the auditory nerve, which is the main communication channel for hearing. What is the cochlea and what does it do? Inside the inner ear is a spiral-shaped structure called the cochlea. The cochlea is filled with fluid and lined with tiny hair cells that play a critical role in hearing. When sound vibrations enter the cochlea, the hair cells move in response to the fluid movement. This motion converts the vibration into neural impulses, which are then sent to the brain to be interpreted as sound. How do we get sound to the brain? Once sound has been converted into electrical signals, it travels through the auditory nerve. From there, the signals reach the brainstem and then continue on to the auditory cortex, which is the part of the brain dedicated to processing sound. The brain is able to decode and understand these sound signals, including complex sounds like music. It breaks them down into things like pitch, rhythm, and melody. How is music perceived in the brain? The auditory cortex takes the lead in analyzing sound patterns, like rhythm, tempo, and pitch, helping us understand what we're hearing. Other parts of the brain, such as the prefrontal cortex, get involved to interpret the meaning of the music, like understanding lyrics or connecting to memories. Music is powerful because it activates emotional and memory centers of the brain, which is why certain songs can make us feel happy, nostalgic, or even sad. Why music affects emotion. When we listen to music we enjoy, the brain releases dopamine, which is a feel-good chemical involved in pleasure and reward. That's because music is closely connected to the brain's reward system, similar to how we feel good after eating or accomplishing something meaningful. Different types of music trigger different emotional responses. For example, upbeat music may energize us, while slow and soft music may help us relax or reflect. In conclusion, hearing is a complex and incredible process that allows us to connect with the world around us. From the moment sound enters our ears to when it is processed by the brain, every step plays a vital role in how we experience communication, environment, and emotion. The cochlea helps convert sound into signals our brain can understand, and the auditory cortex, along with other brain regions, help us not just hear, but also feel music. Whether it is a familiar song that brings back memories, or a melody that lifts our mood, the connection between sound, memory, and emotion shows just how deeply music and hearing shape who we are as a person. And that is why it is my favorite S&P thing. And here is my works cited page.